Good evening, everybody. I'm Pierre Roberge, the Daily Trader. It is December 30th, and we are going to take a look at Tesla stock from a technical analysis perspective. My goal in doing these videos is to help you understand how you can use technical analysis to make better trading and investing decisions. But I'm not a financial advisor, so please do your own research and make your own decisions. So as you see here today, I am testing a new setup. The screen resolution should be a lot better. So we are now officially in 4K. So tell me in the comments if you see the difference and if you like it. Also, my face is a little bit bigger. My webcam is an iPhone right now. I am testing things a little bit. So let's look at Tesla. So Tesla closed up $1.36. That's 1.12%. Closed at 123.18. Post-market, we are at 123.04, down 14 cents. So let's look at what we have here on the chart. If we only look at the numbers, it's hard to understand what is happening. But when you plot those numbers, then we see a bunch of things that we could not see before. So we have a second green candle. We had one yesterday. We bounced a couple of days ago on 111.42. We are basically maintaining ourselves. We are making a higher low, making a higher high, and we close a little bit higher. These things are all positive. Let's go see on the 1 hour chart. So I had some questions in the comment section about what do I consider a buy signal. So I'm going to tell you. First, you need to decide when you want to invest. If you want to invest on the 1 hour chart, it means that you are pretty much going to look at Tesla stock during the day. Because if you buy after you see a signal on the 1 hour chart, a couple of hours later, you can see the reverse of that signal, and that means that you should be selling. So if you choose the 1 hour chart, it means that you are looking intraday several times a day, if not once every hour. If you are investing on the daily chart, then you need to look at your stock chart every single day. If you invest on the weekly, it's once a week. Monthly, it's once a month. So for the 1 hour chart right now, so we had a downward resistance right here. That was a little bit before this other more mainstream downward resistance that we also have on the daily chart. This one is the one that we have on the daily chart. And on the 1 hour chart, we have an extra one. So this is okay because the fact that we are on the hourly chart, we have a lot more details. So we have more trend lines. What happened 2 days ago is that we had a nice move up and we broke this downward resistance right here. This is a break of a downward resistance, a diagonal resistance. You can decide to buy at that point. The problem if you do that, because on the stock market, there are no right moves. There are just decreasing levels of risk that you are facing. Buying a stock after it has broken a downward diagonal resistance is okay if you have stochastic over 60. So we had that right here. We closed outside. We had stochastic over 60. So technically, this was a buy. What I personally like to do is after we have a break in downward resistance, I like to also wait for a break of horizontal resistance. Because if we break this downward resistance, it could mean that we are going into a congestion zone. And if we go into a congestion zone, then the stock could be doing something like this. You see this? What I want to see is instead of just a break of this resistance right here, I like to see a break of a corresponding horizontal resistance. And this is what we got during the first hour of the day. We had that break. So technically, you could have entered right here on this candle right here because we had broken this horizontal resistance. Then there's always the risk that you are going to suffer a little bit of a pullback. So then this is why when you enter here, then you need to put a stop loss. So maybe at the bottom of this candle right here would have made sense. And then we closed still above this horizontal resistance, which is at 122.29. to summarize, the first buy was when we broke this downward resistance. It was a little bit more risky. The second buy is above the horizontal resistance after that break here. This is less risky to enter. Then we need to be mindful that we have a downward resistance right here and we have a downward resistance right here. So it's possible that we just bounce on this one and there is only a little bit of profit to be made. This is possible that the profit is minimal, but it's also possible that we break this and we go to that one and come back down. So then you need to know what you are going to do if we start coming back down here. And this is a bigger profit, then it could also continue. So this is something that can happen. So you need to know if you've entered, you need to know what you are going to do if it caves into this one and also caves into that. I hope this is helping a little bit. Let's go back to the daily chart. Now, on the daily chart, we don't have a signal. We don't have a signal because we don't have that really tiny downward diagonal resistance. It's not here on the daily chart. We only have this big one and this one right here. And we don't have stochastic over 60. So on the daily chart, we don't have any signal here. Okay, I know I am cramming a lot of information, but if we don't have a good signal on the daily chart, then the move on the hourly chart is usually very small. Just be mindful of that and make sure that you take profit as soon as the stock starts to reverse. Let's look at our indicators quickly. So stochastic at 16, it's coming up a little bit, but not much. RSI is still below 30, so still oversold. MACD has not changed and the MI has not changed. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing. If you like what I do, you can become a YouTube member. Click on my TradingView affiliate link. I'm going to wish you a great weekend. I will wish you a happy new year also. I might not be able to do a live on Sunday. I'm going to try, but I cannot promise anything. In any case, we are going to talk on Tuesday because on Monday, the stock exchanges are on holidays. So happy new year. Thank you for your support. And I can't wait to see what 2023 has in store for us. So happy new year and à la prochaine.